Well, you're probably not getting music because it's... Enjoy it.
5? Do I get to add anything to that shit? Or is it just straight up 5?
No,
Straight up. So that's strike 1 before permadeath.
How many strikes?
3.
Familiar. Alright.
This ghoul was missing 90% of his skull. Is, distracted by this floating set of scales behind him. But Fritz, he's gonna still try to reach out and scratch you, but he'll do it at disadvantage since he's almost falling over. 10. No good. Preston, you got anything?
I'm gonna reach out my hand past Fritz and just, because this one's right beside me anyway, I'm gonna cast Firebolt, but it'll be with disadvantage. Fortunately, Firebolt. 6.
Oh no, a critical miss. Fritz, unfortunately the Firebolt singes you. Take half that, so 2 fire damage.
Sorry.
I get singed and I fall to the ground unconscious.
Oh no! Tarek, you're surrounded by, on either side by your fallen friends, having just seen, Fritz crumple before you.
With Ardent hitting the floor first, I just turn and quickly try to cover him up with my body. I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on him, grabbing Cup in the side of your head and just start saying a little prayer to Tyr. So now you don't have to roll death saves. You're stabilized. I'm going to also maybe just cheekily try to cover his body with mine so that this ghoul doesn't hurt him. And as a bonus action, the spiritual weapon Justice Scales will try to come back down on this guy's head. 11.
Yeah, just misses him. There's not much to aim at. Fortunately, does nothing. Our fresh hero to the mix. Stranger with a crossbow.
Is that wall still here?
The illusion wall, yeah. I have to use an action to dismiss it, which I'm not
Not a
gonna
real
do.
wall, by the way.
You can shoot through it, yeah, it's just an illusion.
Probably tell, like friendly fire, stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm going to continue shooting at the same dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Taking amazing aim. You don't have to roll for damage. He's got 1 hit point left. Good chunk. It lands in what's left of his neck. Gurgles and falls over.
Sweet. And then, as a free action, I just put away my crossbow. And, actually, you know what? I will move also. I guess, sorry, that's a wall there, so, okay.
So,
I guess I'll just move like here.
Sure. Tarek, this cultist, is now calling out, "Join us! Join us!" and reaching towards Ardent's fallen corpse. But you already have your hands cupping his head, and you're in between him, so it turns into a slash in your direction. Fuck! I mean, no problem. 9 to hit.
Just quickly bring up my shield to go bang and get him.
Back off! So this ghoul beside the fallen Fritz here reaches down and tries to start dragging Fritz away. You cannot, you're incapacitated, so let's go half the distance. Starts dragging Fritz away. Death saving throw?
Yeah.
and is a success, I think?
I think it is, yeah.
Tie goes to the dice roller.
There you go. That's 1.
I didn't. You're stabilized, but unfortunately you are still unconscious. So you're just at the whim, at the mercy of, your friends right now. Sadly, Preston.
Okay, I'm gonna move around the corner here so that I can see Fritz. See that he's being dragged away, and I'm gonna fire another firebolt at this guy. See if I can hit him this time. 10. Fuck.
Whoosh. Flies down the hallway. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Inquisitor.
Yeah. Ooh, shit. First thing I'm gonna do is move this spiritual weapon. With my mind, a little prayer to Tyr. Oh, I can move and attack with it. That's incredible.
You have control of it now.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna move it, I guess, over here, all the way through the hallway, and attack this ghoul right here. 15 to hit.
Yeah, good chunk. The scales come down hard on the top of his head, crumpling his spine into his body, killing him outright.
Nice.
And then turn back down to Ardent, make sure that the ghoul didn't, or whatever this thing is, didn't get him. And look back up just with hatred in my eyes. That's my turn.
Done. 2 of the strange humans have been felled, but it seems the zombies are going quickly. I mean, ghouls. Ghoulish cultists. Your turn.
I whip back out my crossbow. And fire at the final dude.
Ooh. Yeah. Picked a path through all the well, between the head. Well, I guess he's on the floor, so yeah. Anyway, you hit him.
Yeah. It's, let's do.
Pins one of his shoulders back, incapacitating one of his limbs. But that doesn't stop him from retaliating by reaching out towards Ardent this time, trying to just do damage and kill him outright. Sensing that his end is imminent.
Wait, he's doing this on my turn?
Oh, sorry, he's still not done?
Yeah,
Sorry.
if he's not dead, I'm not done.
Okay, he's not dead.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use an action surge. And I'm going to fire my crossbow at him again.
Actions.
I'm going to use a superior technique to add some stuff to my roll here. No, sorry, it's not. Yeah, I'm doing a
1D.
precision attack. So I'm adding 1d6 to my roll.
Big money.
Big money. Oh!
Would you like to describe the killing blow, please?
So I just heavy crossbow, super heavy bolt, tears off like a piece of his cheek, I think, as it's going through his skull.
Excellent.
Tarek, seeing Arden on the brink of disaster, then just turns around and looks, sees John. The crossbow bolt flies over my head. I duck a little bit. Turn around to look at the ghoul. And just slump down next to Arden. Fuck.
Is that all of them then, strangers?
Here's so. I'll reach over and try and stabilize Fritz there.
Medicine check.
18.
Yeah. Stabilize him, the bleeding stops. Breathes easier.
Look back
Still
up from
unconscious.
Arden. Yes, stranger. Just put my hand up like, don't kill us too.
I like put my crossbow away.
You're human.
So are you.
Very astute. I don't suppose you have anything with you that might revive my comrade here. He's in a bad way.
Fritz is hurt too, guys.
I'm gonna pick up Ardent and see if I can bring him back out into this room.
Maybe like rip the hat off of his head. Can someone rip the hat off of Arden's head?
Try to take that hat off, dude. It's embarrassing.
You're
It's
supposed to
really-
be silenced.
Yeah.
Is somebody pulling the hat off of him?
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I did.
Oh, my mistake. Roll a strength check, and it's magically locked on down to his neck. Well, I mean, if you want to try to rip it off just with the... Okay, yeah, you do. The felt hat doesn't put up that much resistance. You tear it off its head, and the magic seems to go out of it right away, and it falls to the ground, looking like just a regular, albeit fashionable top hat.
So I'll just throw it aside and discuss. I'll put Arden's unconscious body on this table. And then just look at him. Just start praying to Tyr, because that's all I can do right now. Just very quietly mumbling.
Perhaps, if it's safe here, we could take a rest. I know I could use a rest after that.
Oh, they came out of the ground. I mean, it's the only part of the house I've seen that happen.
Preston, can you make a survival check?
Yep. 8.
Yeah, the dungeon around this area does seem a lot calmer once you dispatch those 4 ghouls.
Plus, I'm hungry. Maybe I could cook something for us. Did find these ingredients after all.
Where you're standing right now looks like it's some sort of maybe a dining room, and this one door off to the side here. It looks like more of the entrance to a cupboard than anything.
I start unpacking the jerky and spices from my bag. Here, maybe I can use the torch to heat it up. Grab one of they come off the wall, or if I can get fire off the wall somehow.
Sure. Yeah, there's torches on the wall every so often, as you can see. No problem.
What do you
How
say?
are you heating it up?
Just like trying to hold the jerky over the flame. Just like rotate it. Kind of cook it a little bit that way. Throw some spices on. Won't be a great meal, guys, but something at least.
Make a skull head bowl.
A bowl out of a skull? Yeah.
I want to John and just look him up and down. Say, I thank you again. Justice and equity, brother.
Yes, never fear when John's around. Who are you guys?
My name is Holy Inquisitor Tarek Bernardin. Just call me Tarek because I'm very far out of my jurisdiction at the moment.
Yeah, I get the feeling you guys aren't from around here.
This man on the table is Arden. He's new to me, but he's come to become one of my good friends, and I don't know what would happen if we lost him. We need to help. That there in the kitchen is Preston. I've known him for quite a while.
Hello.
And
Howdy.
the other unconscious fella here, his name's Fritz. He's also very valuable.
Right. And these your friends here with the wounds, are these all from the ghouls, or was this from the direwolves from before?
You saw those, did you?
Well, I wouldn't say I saw them. I heard them, certainly.
As long as they didn't see you. Well, first order of business is to take a moment for ourselves and see if we can't revive our comrades. I think Preston might be able to feed us a little bit. Have you eaten?
I have, thank you.
Right then, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye out for any more of those critters, I'd appreciate it.
That I can do.
All right. Then I think we'll just sort of hunker down where we can for an hour.
Rest?
I think short rests, these guys, even though they're unconscious, can spend hit dice and be okay.
Sure. Yeah. I think like it's 1d4 usually, like hours before you get your first one. But I know in Solasta,
Oh, okay.
yes, we'll just do it that way for sure.
Yeah, we
Doesn't
can
make a
roll
difference.
1d4.
I know. I just meant you can roll hit dice during a short rest. Everybody. Don't think you level up on a short rest though. Just FYI.
No, we're still level 1. My chef thing, so at the end of a short rest, can prepare food for up to 6 creatures. At the end of a short rest, any creature eats the food and spends 1 or more hit dice to regain hit points, regains an extra 1d8 hit points.
Woo!
Listen, friends, I've been through this whole house, and it looks pretty empty. Feels like you might need to rest a little longer.
I feel like we have unfinished business here, but I'm anxious to be out of here.
I'd rather not run into any more ghouls. It's all the same to you guys.
Absolutely. Although, if I had a good night's rest, I could come in here and wipe them out, especially with John's help here.
Indeed, John. You seem like quite a fighter. That was an impressive display with your crossbow.
Wasn't my first encounter with ghouls.
What are you doing here? What brought you to this house, to this place? How did you even get here?
Well, maybe before I answer that, you could help me out by telling me exactly where we are. I mean, this seems like Barovia.
We've heard that name before, but only just recently, and I don't know where it is. We were, I don't know, kidnapped, I suppose you'd call it. We're from a place called Faerun.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Waterdeep?
I've been to Waterdeep. I'm from Faerun as well.
And we're all a long way from home.
Sounds like we're in the same boat. Can I make an insight check on old John here?
Please do, yeah.
Old John.
Yeah, that's a natural one, so I think shoot straight.
He looks like a human. I'll say, like, just for description, you could tell he's got, like, some, not survival gear, almost like, not full-on weaponry, but traps and things hanging from him. He looks like he knows how to handle a weapon, which you just saw he did. The only other thing that piqued your curiosity is how exactly he got into the basement.
Did you have a run-in with the children here as well?
No, I didn't encounter any children. Are
Good
there
for you.
are there children that might be off encountering ghouls somewhere else that we should be after?
Well, I think we've actually laid them to rest. They were not quite of the next world and not quite of this one, but I think we might have resolved that for them.
I see.
As
A
I said,
shame.
justice and equity. And look over to Arden and Fritz, pardon me, and to see if they're awake, conscious. Are you all right, Arden?
Arden, you should roll hit dice and eat some food. I pass you some jerky.
I think you're on mute there, Drum.
Yeah, cool. What dice am I rolling? D4, you said?
Your hit dice.
A D8 plus one of your hit dice, which is probably D6, D8.
Stay sort of right in the middle of
Oh,
your.
yeah, I see it. Cool. A D8. Okay, so that 2D8.
So roll 2d8, yeah.
What are the 2d8 for?
The hit dice is one of them, and then the food that I cooked is one of them. And that's to
Okay.
regain hit points.
Do I have 9 hit points now?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm conscious?
Yeah.
Whoa, what happened, guys? I think I passed out there.
Ghouls and
Was,
the hat, anyway. Where's that hat?
I threw it on the ground. It's all destroyed.
It's in fine shape. I'm gonna pick it up and put it back on my head. I quite like that hat.
Yeah, you look good in it. Back
Thanks.
on your head.
Alright, so what's happening? Are we gonna
You
I
see a
feel-
strange new individual in front of you you've never met. Tall man, looks like a hunter. You remember him coming out of what seemed like the wall ahead of you instead of the stairs where you guys came down. Next thing you knew, actually I guess you didn't see that because you were around the corner, but let's pretend you did.
We heard it,
Next thing you
yeah.
knew, you went down. And here he stands.
who's this new addition to our group? You look helpful.
John, this is Arden. He's awake.
Nice to meet you, Arden. Glad you're awake.
Great to meet you, John. I'm sure you're a part of why I'm here.
He seems to be in the same predicament, and as dangerous as we've seen this place, we should stick together. Now, was there a way up back the way you came, John, or should we backtrack the route we came down?
Yeah, no, I found a little hidden staircase there, right from the first floor down here. So,
What brought you down here in the first place, anyway?
well, I could hear something going on, and it sounded like there might be some ghouls involved, so I thought I'd come check it out.
You guys want to maybe rest here for a bit? I know I was unconscious for a while, but I still feel very depleted. Is there any reason to hurry out of here? Are we on
Well,
borrowed time?
if we spend a little extra time, we could probably rest and keep a rotating watch going. There were beds back there. This basement is awful dank, though. We might be more comfortable upstairs in one of the main rooms or even outside. I don't know. Preston, what do you think?
This is Barovia. I think I'd prefer to be inside than out.
Well, if we
Strahd.
think that there won't be any more ghouls, I like your idea of keeping watch. There were
One of us
beds.
at least. Oh,
Yeah.
that'll.
I can keep
Well-
watch. I just got here.
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
Maybe we'll make our way back to the beds there, the sort of barracky area down here.
This looks safe enough. At least there's only 2 ways in and out. A little suspicious of the well here, since, well, we know there's creatures living underground, but this will have to do.
Just before we go to bed, I'm gonna remember something, turn around to John, and just hold up my hand and say, just trust me for a moment, John. Put my hand on your chest and cast guidance. So you get an extra 1d4 to any check that you roll.
Sweet. I feel better at things.
Fritz was pulling up from behind, quiet, keeping to himself, kind of staggering down the hallway, using the walls to keep himself upright. Goes in around the corner, tucks himself into bed, and as he sits there, he takes out the ivory brush and he begins brushing out all the knots in his hair.
Hideous guy. Was that guidance for anything or just for?
For any checks, so like a
Oh, I just
perception
meant it's
check.
gonna wear off in 1 minute. So.
Oh, is it a minute? Oh, yeah, you're right. It's just a cantrip.
All right.
Anyways, maybe
Y'all-
in the next minute.
Yeah, you all bunk down in these moldy, kind of smelly, but ancient straw pallets with some covers on it, and have a discomforting sleep. Yeah, you hear some scratching along the walls and stuff, but nothing disturbs you. You wake up, and I guess the rest of you are now level 2.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay! I'm also gonna I'm gonna cook some food again as part of the long rest, and make two jerky treats. They give 2 temporary hit points each. Anyone want some jerky? I'm keeping one for myself though. Here, Arden, you seem like you could use the extra health.
I sure could, and I won't forget it. Thank you very much.
You can eat it now; it'll last for 8 hours.
I'm already in the process of eating it when you say that.
Oh,
Well, that's good.
As you wake up, the faint sound of chanting is still way in the background, coming from you're not sure where. Chanting in words that you still can't make out. Then it disappears again. How about a 5-minute break right here?
Yeah,
perfect.
sounds
Yeah.
great.
Cool.
Sounds good.